What is going on, ladies and gents? This is my first podcast. Welcome. Welcome to the pod, ladies and gentlemen. This is my first time doing this. Or at least I'm going to call it a podcast. I guess it's not a podcast in the traditional sense of the word. I don't think I'm going to do any editing. So I guess it is a podcast. I'm just here with all of you talking and shooting the shit, you know? I'm not drinking. I am not drinking. I am definitely not drinking. Okay, I'm drinking. I'm drinking what I call the Incredible Hulk. It's green lime bootlegger, or I'm sorry, not lime, green apple. See, I'm already drunk. It's green apple bootlegger and some rain, some cherry limeade rain, and I mixed it together. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it the Incredible Hulk. That's what I'm going to call it. But I was sitting outside and I was like, why don't I just start a podcast? Because I do my best work when I shoot from the hip, genuinely. Like, I do my best work when I'm not trying to do my best work. You know? A lot of times I just do my best work whenever I have something to say, but I don't know what I'm going to say. You know? Like, I know that I have something on my heart and I have a general idea of what I'm going to talk about, and whatever comes out, comes out. I just shoot from the hip. I'm one of those people. You know, a lot of people are like that. You know, I admire anybody who can sit in front of a camera and just talk and talk and talk without any sort of like script or anything. Because that's a skill. That's impressive. You know, that's why I have so much respect for podcasters in the first place. Even if I don't like them or fundamentally disagree with them on any number of issues, like I honestly have a great deal I honestly have a great deal of respect for anybody who just fucking riffs, you know? It is a skill. A lot of people don't think it's a skill. People are like, "Oh, they just talk for a living." I'm like, see, you don't understand, you know, when it is a skill that comes with time. It's like rapping, you know. I can't rap for shit, even though I'm technically a rapper, kind of. People ask me, are you a rock star or are you a rapper? Yes. Yes. It's interesting because, like, with this project that I have out, Octopi, there's not any, like, bars. I mean, I'm rapping a little bit. Like, there's pockets where I'm rapping, but I'm mostly just screaming because I have a very important message that I'm trying to get across throughout the entirety of the project. And, I was really going for simplicity, honestly, because when I first started making music, I just wanted to be a good rapper. I was just like, I want to be a good rapper. I want to have clever metaphors and punchlines and have songs that kind of hook people in as far as like what I'm saying, like with as far as like wordplay and stuff like that. But I don't really think I was being true to myself. And people tried to tell me that, and I would get mad at them for it. I was putting on a character. Yeah. I was like, oh, well, it's theater, but I also kind of felt like a fraud, you know. And then it dawned on me, it occurred to me, like, I'm putting out all these goofy songs where I'm saying ridiculous shit. And then I'm thinking back, I'm like, okay, this is fine. This is all well and good, but like, I'm really doing people a disservice by just talking about the same things that other rappers talk about but doing it in like a parody kind of way, you know? I was like, I really have something to say here. Now, granted, you can't really, a lot of people aren't going to be able to understand what I'm saying because I'm yelling and I have a vocal preset on my voice, and people aren't going to be able to understand because it sounds like I'm like screaming through a television set, you know? Like I'm some type of demon or entity that's like screaming through a static television. That's how the vocals sound. And if you like that sort of thing, then you're really going to like this project, you know? Which is ironic because I actually have a song called I Put My Foot Through the TV. You know, it's a good one. It's a good one. It's my favorite, as a matter of fact. I mean, granted, all of my songs are like my children, you know? They're all amazing, stupendous, flawless. I mean, obviously. But like, I Put My Foot Through the TV. That one's a real banger. I really like that one. Again, saying a lot without saying a lot. That's what I should have called the project. Should have been called Saying a Lot Without Saying a Lot. Maybe that's what I'll call my album. Maybe. No, I'm just kidding. I already picked out a title for my album. It's going to be called Don't Play This at Church. Because by the time you get done listening to it, you're going to be like, yeah, he probably shouldn't play this at church. It's probably not a good idea. Yeah. But it's a good one. It's a good project. I'm starting to realize that like I take life way too seriously. Honestly, you know, I've been taking life way too seriously for way too long, and I need to kind of lighten up a little bit. It's because I'm scared. That's really what it is. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of everything. I'm very paranoid. I probably need to get medicated, to be honest. But like, I don't know. I worry that if I take medication, it's gonna like kill my genius, you know? Because obviously I'm like a god or whatever. But, you know, I don't want to get to the point of like Kanye. If I get to the point of Kanye level crazy, then I need to get on some medication because I will not let myself get that bad. I'm not that egotistical. I'm a little egotistical. I'm a bit of a narcissist. I'll admit it, just a little bit. But I'm working through that. I'm trying. You know, I'm trying. You know, it's my personal issue. I'm working through it. But anyway, the project is something I actually had in works for a long time. And it was a little difficult for me because I had spent so much time writing songs about, you know, stupid bullshit and trying to be a parody rapper that when I sat down to make this and I knew I wanted it to be serious, I actually had a really bad case of writer's block because I didn't know what I wanted to talk about anymore. I was like, you know, I've spent all this time, you know, talking about women and drugs and money and stuff, you know, the shit that rappers talk about, because I felt like that's what I needed in order to get streams or to get sales or whatever. I was like, you know, I need to, these are the things I need to talk about because this is what sells. Otherwise, people aren't going to like my music and they're not going to want to hear it, which is not true. I mean, granted, the music industry in general now, all the chart topping stuff and all the stuff that gets like a high level of streams and things. I mean, yeah, it's oversaturated with bullshit, especially from a lyrical standpoint, because everybody's trying to sound the same and talk about the same things. But there's a lot of like real authentic art out there. There really is. You just have to look for it. You have to sift through a bunch of garbage in order to find it. You know. And oftentimes the artists who are, I guess you could say, mainstream, they don't always have longevity. You know, they end up being in a place where they're like, you know, they realize that that shit can only take them so far. You know, whereas with the artists who are very authentic and stay true to themselves and they don't try to put on an image, they tend to last longer, you know. And I'm not even just talking like, because I hate to even sound like an old head, but like, I'm not even necessarily talking from a lyrical standpoint. I'm talking about like when you look at it from a purely musical, when you look at it from a purely musical originality standpoint, like when you look at it from that perspective, it's like there's artists out there, you know, who are really carving their own lane, you know. I mean, I look at like Osama Sun and Netspend and shit, and I'm like, I've never heard music that sounds like this before. You know, that's why I gravitated toward it, you know. Even if I don't necessarily like the subject matter that's being discussed, which I don't, it's still good. I mean, I like it. I really like it because I like it musically, you know. Like that Osama Sun album, that one that just came out, it was called, what was it called? Psychotic? Oh man, good shit. Really good shit. I like Che's new album, Rest in Bass. I like this new era of rage coming out now because it sounds different, you know. There's a lot of opium copycats out there and shit, or Cardi copycats, I should say. Like I don't really care for like Ken Carson and Destroy Lonely or Homicide Gang or any of them. I don't. I mean, they have a few good songs, sure, but like I don't know. Osama Sun is just very different, unique. I really like his stuff a lot. I've been getting into him more. I got into him. I got into Che here pretty recently, honestly. Netspend, of course. I like ignorant rap too. I mean, I'm right there with everybody else, but like, my issue is not even, like, again, not even necessarily with the subject matter. My problem is with the fact that all of these guys fucking sound the same. It's the same reason I don't like Taylor Swift. She's been making the same album for like 30 years. And I'm like, can we talk about something else, please? Other than your failed relationships and about how you have haters. Can we talk about something else, please? Something different. Other than like heartbreak and money and drugs and coochie popping and you know, my tractor, take you for a ride on a big green tractor, you know. Can we talk about some other things, please? I'm sounding like an old man right now. Like, can we have some substance? Hell, even if you don't have substance, just give me a sound that I've never heard before, please. Fuck, you can make a song about Hot Pockets. But if that song sounds like something that I haven't heard before, oh man, I'm bumping that shit in the car every day on my way to work and back from work. You can make a song about turkey sandwiches, but if it's experimental and it's got a groove to it and it sounds original and authentic, oh man, I'd rather listen to that than, you know, listen to a fucking, you know, a boom bap song, or not even a boom bap song, but like I'd rather listen to that than listen to Taylor Swift. No hate. Well, actually, I do hate Taylor Swift. Fuck Taylor Swift. Her and I share a birthday, unfortunately. That's very unfortunate. December 13th. I wish we didn't share a birthday. I really did. I want my birthday back, frankly. I want my birthday back. She owes me my birthday back. Give me my birthday back, Taylor Swift. It's no longer my birthday, it's her birthday. I want mine back. You can have a different day. You can have December 14th. But I want my birthday. You know? I'm just saying, give me my birthday back. I want my birthday back, birthday back, birthday back, birthday back, birthday back. Yeah. I knew you were coming, wanted. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck I'm about to do the Penn Jillette. Shut the fuck up! You know? Music is getting repetitive. I'm not gonna lie. It's getting repetitive. It's getting really, really repetitive. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. That's why I only listen to underground shit now, man. Come on. I listen to a lot of these new underground rappers that are coming out, like Osama Sun and Netspend and fucking Che and a few other ones, I think. Maybe. I don't really pay that much attention, but like Death Grips is also, I mean, obviously one of my favorites because like Death Grips is just Death Grips, you know. Subtonic penetration, rapid fire through your skull. Taking it back to days of trying to lose control. Starving in a blaze of fire, then a mirror bones and shit on feeling it. Tachyon! Just saying. I close my eyes and seize it. I clench my fists and beat it. I light my torch and burn it. I am the beast I worship. Good stuff. Good stuff. Hell, I hate to say it, bro. I hate to say it, but even like SZA. Listen, y'all. Oh shit. Some of you might not know I'm a bit of a SZA stan. You know, just a little bit, because she's the most beautiful and talented woman I've ever seen in my entire life. And it just, I made an entire video. It's on this channel. If you scroll down, you'll find it, where I'm basically just glazing SZA for like 20 minutes. I don't actually know how long the video is. I think it's like 10. Actually, I think it's only like 8 to 10 minutes. I don't remember how long the video is, but I spend several minutes glazing SZA because, like, it's SZA. I mean, do I really need to say anything else? Do I? SZA. I'm just saying, but y'all can go watch the video, but like, damn. 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 I'm about to hit my Eric Mays. Damn. It's a bunch of bull. Shh. It's a bunch of bullshit that she's that fucking hot. Like, you got no business being that fine. But I gotta say, even her music gets repetitive after a while, because the last album that she put out was about heartbreak. And the album before that was about heartbreak. I'm like, can we talk about something else, please? That's what I'm saying about all these artists, man. They come out with the same songs over and over and over again. You know? That's why a lot of these record execs, they'll run these artists until it's somebody else's time, and then they sign the next kid, you know? A lot of these artists, you know, they go from being on the top of the world to nothing. That's why being independent is the way to go, man. Fuck a label. Y'all don't need a label. Who needs a label? We have the internet now. Right? Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we actually talking about? Being mainstream is not the move, man. Somebody would have to offer me an extremely lucrative contract in order to get me to, like, sign. There's no way I'm selling my soul to some record execs. Like, I'm not doing it. Because, like, for what reason? Like, for what? I can build my own empire. I'm doing it right now. I'm building my own empire right now as we speak. I'm just saying. I think it's a very valid question. Like, why would I waste my time signing to a label, trying to be on a label, when I could build my own empire, literally, right here on YouTube. Right here on YouTube. With consistency and effort. You know, I'm just saying. Like, does anybody even listen to the radio anymore? Like, who the fuck listens to the radio? I don't. It's my point. I'm just saying. But I feel like a lot of the lyrical rap is starting to be in now, to be honest. I'm seeing it. Some of the conscious stuff is starting to, and a lot of that stuff's corny too. I'm not going to lie. A lot of those artists will put out the same song over and over again too. I'm not saying they don't. But I don't know, man. It was interesting when I put out Succubus. I posted a short from that music video when I uploaded it, and somebody was like, "What did they say?" They said, "Coworker music, final boss." I was like, "What? You think this is coworker music?" Interestingly enough, though, I think it is probably the most mainstream sounding song on the project, which, of course, to be predicted, also makes it the most popular. But I don't know. It's definitely not my least favorite on the project. My least favorite is probably Phoenix. That song is just messy. It's not bad. I don't dislike it. It's just, it's very, I don't know. It sounds very just not finished, honestly. And to be fair, I rushed it, which I should not have done. The last 2 songs of the project were rushed. Bitch, I feel like Megatron, I honestly wasn't even trying. I wasn't trying. That was a meme song that I just kind of threw on there because I was determined to put 8 songs on the project. So, what else do I want to talk about? What else do we want to talk about? I wonder if I should just sit here like this for the rest of the video. SZA's the GOAT, folks. We can talk about Israel. Although I gotta be honest with you, I don't know if I want to talk about Israel because I worry about putting my life in jeopardy. I may cut out this part of the video because I don't want them coming for me. Actually, you know what we'll do? We'll make the Israel talk. We'll save that for the next podcast. How about that? Because this one's more about music. But yeah, I mean, music is a universal language, I think, Because you have to understand, even if you dislike something, somebody out there fucking loves it. If you listen to a song and you're like, "Oh man, this is garbage. This is garbage. This is terrible. I don't understand how anybody could listen to this." Somebody fucking loves it. Somebody loves it. Somebody is listening to that song like all the time. Somebody listens to that album that you fucking hate, that you think is trash. Somebody listens to that shit every day to and from work. Somebody out there. Somebody right now, as we speak, right now, is in their car going somewhere, maybe on their way to work, and they're just listening to white noise. It's just white noise. And they love it. It's all they listen to. Like industrial music, when in its like inception, when it was like very early in its development, it was literally just a bunch of guys on stage like using like cordless drills and like fucking banging metal trash cans together and hitting metal pipes together and stuff. It was like that. Because I think, yeah, the inventor, the guy, I don't even remember his name, which is criminal because I love industrial. But the guy who invented industrial music literally he was a train conductor. And he was just recording sounds from the train. And he was like, "Oh yeah, this is music." And that's where industrial started. And then it just kind of evolved from there. I think a lot of people don't realize that they can do a lot with a little. Because I mean, like, look at XXXTentacion and Ski Mask. When they started making music early on, like in the early days, they had like a snowball microphone and cheap ass computer that they used. And that's how they made all their music. They didn't even have like speakers or anything. I mean, I made Octopi on my phone, you know? Case in point, I'm making this podcast right now on my phone. But yeah, I mean, it was distorted. It was messy because it wasn't mixed correctly because they didn't really know how to mix their shit. And because they didn't really know anything about anything musically. And they had a cheap ass snowball mic, which was dog shit. So the vocals and the music itself would come out distorted. And so they just used it to their advantage. They were just like, well, this is a raw sound that we've made on accident, and people love it. And so, yeah, for the longest time, all of X's songs sounded like that. They were all just kind of low quality. Same with Ski. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I keep debating on which song on Octopi is my favorite. Um, it changes all the time. But honestly, I think I Can Hear the Devil Call might be my favorite. It's the second most popular, and it's the most Death Gripsy. But that beat goes stupid, man. That beat goes hard. It's very simple. This is not a complicated song. Yeah. Anyway, I'm probably going to cut this podcast short. We're almost at the 30-minute mark, but that's what I'm going to do with it. We're just going to say that this is a podcast. We're just going to call it a podcast. I think I'm going to call it The Danger Zone. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it The Danger Zone. So, I don't know why. It just has a nice ring to it. I like the way it sounds. So, this is episode 1. 1 of The Danger Zone, and there will be many more to come. So, I think what I'll do is I'll do this once a week and just shoot from the hip. Make about like a 30-minute podcast episode every week, once a week. Keep myself in high demand that way. Do it once a week. But anyway, thank you for tuning into the Danger Zone this evening, where we have philosophical discussions and talk bullshit. And I will see you all in the next podcast episode. Peace, love, and light.